Paul, another of the pre-season promotion favourites coming down in Ebbsfleet this weekend. What are you expecting from them?
Yeah, tough game. They haven't scored many goals, but they also haven't conceded many goals. As you quite rightly say as well, it's one of the promotion favourites, someone who got relegated last year from the National League. Got some excellent players, so we're really looking forward to it.
Shows how competitive this league is. The likes of Ebbsfleet and Dorking and Dagenham and Redbridge and possibly even yourselves haven't really got away at all, have you? It's all very, very tight still.
It is very tight, yeah. It's the league's getting better every year. Undoubtedly, I think the league this year is undoubtedly better than it was last year. You can see that already after 8 games. So it's good. I think it's a knock-on effect thing. Premier League's getting better, so therefore the Championship is League One, League Two, and it's just a knock-on effect. So you're quite right.
Any sign of your injury problems easing?
Yes.
Oh, good. Go
on. We've had a really, really good week. So Louis Dennis missed the FA Cup game, so he's trained. Callum Dolan's had a 4 weeks training so far, as has Dylan Morgan, as has Sonny Lowe Everton. So really good news.
And that obviously therefore gives you more flexibility, more scope to play around with the team.
A hell of a lot more, yeah.
And what are the benefits? I mean, it's an obvious question, but what are the benefits from your point of view?
Well, I've said before, we trained we trained Monday and we trained Tuesday. We had a real intensive session on Tuesday, and the standard of it was probably the highest it's been this season, because those 4 players were back in. Everyone else raises their game, their quality shines through. It's a knock-on effect. It's great, but it's fantastic for the boys as well, because they want to play. They've signed for Torquay United to play for Torquay United, and they've been more frustrated than anyone. It's really hard when you're injured as a football player. It's really very difficult. You can psychologically, it can be very, very difficult to deal with, and they've come through it very well. They've worked tremendously hard. They've been the ultimate professionals, and it's great to have them back out on the training ground.
Yeah, the whole series of Saturday, Tuesday early in the season. Is it frustrating now that you have got this gap coming up after the Ebbsfleet game?
Well, I get what you're saying, but always try and look on positives. At times in life there's too much negativity, so it gives us 2 weeks to build them up. It gives us another 2 weeks for Sonny Fish, who's running on Mondays, out in the grass Mondays, so it gives him 2 weeks. It gives Nashi another 2 weeks. I know he's long term, but it helps, and it helps us. What it does as well, we get time on the grass. When it's Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Monday, it's very difficult to have intense sessions. You're just recovering and going again and playing and going again. So I don't see it as too much of a negative.
Thank you, Paul.
Cheers, thank you.
With 1 or 2 extra people back, you've got a Devon Bowl game coming up at Brixham next Tuesday, which I know isn't the priority right at the moment. But might you use that as possibly a vehicle for 1 or 2 stronger players than it might otherwise have been?
We will, definitely. Without a reserve team, it's very difficult to get match fit. Last year at Buckland, we were very, very young in the competition. That would have been the plan again, but it's actually great timing of the Devon Bowl and the boys coming back from injury, and also some of the squad players who haven't been injured but haven't been getting many minutes. It's a good opportunity for them to go and get some minutes.
With the 4 players coming back, 4 players close to coming back, you're in 4th place with all the problems that you've had. Are we going to start seeing the team that you had in your head during the summer again fairly soon?
Well, closer to it. That's why they were brought in. That's why we signed them to improve the squad, and they do that. Obviously, Sonny Fish and Nashi are going to be a little bit longer. Nashi especially, which we know, but the players that I've just named are, arguably when they're on form and playing very well, are starters. So it's, I'd defy any 11, any football club in the world to have the injuries we've had, and I'm happy with where we are. We're doing okay. We're doing good, and I think it's exactly what you say. Some of the players the fans haven't seen yet. It's exciting. They're good players.
And Dave just touched on it then. I was over at Brixham on Saturday and everybody is really looking forward to this Devon Bowl game. That's before they knew that you might be bringing quite a strong team. It's going to be quite an occasion, isn't it?
I think it's great. It's a great opportunity for us to get players minutes, and it's a good opportunity. It's good for the community, isn't it? It's good. We'll go there. Hopefully, Brixham get a good crowd and make a couple of quid as well, which is great. And I'm sure they'll look after us very well, and we'll go down there and be very humble, and we'll have a game of football.
And presumably, from maybe struggling to put a full subs bench out, somebody will have to sit out Saturday with a bit of luck.
Quite possibly.
Not for them, but
No, no, it's not. But that's the way it should be, Dave. That's how football's got to be. And it's the first time this year that will happen.
Looking back a little bit, obviously the worry amongst Torquay fans at the minute is the away form, and you've had loads of injuries, and the defence hasn't functioned really as well as we might have expected. There's good players in there who are making mistakes. Is it underrated, do you think, how difficult it is to get results on the road? Because if you look at the stats, in the whole of their history, Torquay have won 23% of their away games in the league, and in the Prem, it's only 28%.
Okay.
So we know it's not easy. Do you want to sort of explain what the issues are that make it harder?
It's getting to the game. That's the first thing. There's a home mentality of you don't want anyone to come onto your ground and beat you. There's, which isn't the case for us this season. There's, you're outnumbered fan-wise. That's rare for us, which is not an excuse we can use. It's a different mindset, absolutely. What I will say about our away form this year, the results haven't been good. But I felt like we had a good point at Maidstone. We lost the Horsham game on a bad error, which Hampton we drew 2-2. Probably should have hung on for the win. And Hemel we were really poor. Other than that, there's multiple factors to it, Clive. I'm absolutely convinced our away form will change. The away results will change. There's been some individual error. I don't want to sound like I swallowed the coaching, but compared to our first 4 games away from home last season, we've done some data on the first 4 games away from home this year. Our shots on target is much higher. Our crosses, our final entries is much higher. Our XG, expected goals, is much higher. It will change. Away from home, ultimately, I feel it comes down to a player. Some players enjoy playing away from home, some don't. Some can do it, some can't. And I'm learning that about the squad.
Thank you.
You have a rare Saturday off week after next, and you said earlier on it may be an opportunity to do some intense sessions. What is the plan for that rare Saturday off, considering probably Saturday is still in football mindset?
It won't be a Saturday off for me. I'll go and watch a game somewhere.
That's another question. What does Paul Wotton do?
I'll Salisbury are playing Dorking at Salisbury in the FA Cup, and that's our next away game after. So it'd be quite lazy of me not to get in the car and go and watch it. And that's what you have to do. That's my job.
And the squad, they'd have the Saturday off?
In all likelihood, they will do. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Ebbsfleet have sprinkled with players a lot of experience in that side, isn't there? When you look through. They appear to have gone about it. They've got some pretty strong players up in attack, haven't they? And yet they haven't really clicked. Do you think the manager, Josh Wright, is trying to, a bit like you last year, make them as solid as possible, and then go from there? Or what have you managed to discover on the formation and how they've gone about it?
Possibly. I don't know Josh, so. I don't know his thoughts on it. They've got some top players, definitely. They've got a lot of Football League experience, and it's going to be a tough game. What I will say, people, allude to the fact that Ebbsfleet haven't clicked yet, or any team, Dagenham or anyone who's, some people say Torquay haven't clicked yet. I'd argue that at home we have, away we haven't. So It's 8 games gone. I said in a couple of press conferences prior that I wouldn't be looking at a league table to at least 15, 16 games. It's a war of attrition in the league. And if you can hang in there and be in and around it, you're doing okay. You know, there's always a couple of teams who get off to flyers. Always. Hornchurch and Western have. It's always teams who get off to a not great start. But after 8 games in, it's really, really too early, Dave, to be sat there analysing it. But Ebbsfleet, on paper, have got one of the top squads in the league, undoubtedly.
I mean, the last home game was a very lively start.
Yeah.
You know, I think you referred to probably the best half hour of attacking football or first half of attacking football this season.
Yeah.
In your mind, I'm pretty sure you won't necessarily be expecting that on Saturday. We'd all hope it would be, but
we all hope for that.
Yeah.
And that's what we plan for, and that's what we train for. But no 2 games of football are ever the same. So, and Ebbsfleet will pose different problems to Slough. And as always, myself and my assistant will watch the last 3-4 Ebbsfleet games, come up with a plan to try and beat them, and work on it on the training ground as you saw today. That, you know, we have been, and all being well, we get a little bit of luck and we do okay, and we get 3 points.
And you're not thinking of getting hold of Regan Miles and saying you're not working nearly hard enough now, Regan. You're getting everybody off the treatment.
He's still got his hands full with Sonny and Nashi. So, and also, I mean, look, Sonny, Low-Everton and Dylan, although they're training and they're fit, they're gonna. I would think they're gonna need top up treatment throughout the whole of the season with their ankles. So, you know, it's one of those things that they'll be sore still, even though they're training. They're not 100%.
And people shouldn't presumably expect players like that, Dolan, Low-Everton, Morgan, to come back into the side or off the bench as if they'd never been away. It always takes a game or two, doesn't it? To get
absolutely
back.
Does. I mean, Cal hasn't kicked a ball yet in the league. Sonny played 50 odd minutes at Maidstone. Dylan's had a little bit more, but it doesn't come back overnight.
Complete change of subject. Are you still on the half marathon on Sunday?
Oh, don't. I'm not. Yeah, I am.
Looking forward to it.
No, no, I'm really not. I've done quite a few actually, but not for a long, long time, and that was about 2.5 stone ago as well. So I am not looking forward to it one bit.
There's a lot of support out there, though, aren't there? As always.
Is
I need support.
Mike Edwards doing it as well?
Yeah, but he's fit as a fiddle, so it's all good for him, isn't it? You know, but no, I'm not, in answer to your question, I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm sure it'll be a good occasion.
You'll get out there and get it done. I'm sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
We'll do that. You're doing it as part of the Rowcroft team.
Yeah.
So if people want to sponsor you, if they go on Rowcroft or they look at a Rowcroft fundraising page, they can put some money in for you.
Absolutely, and it's, you know, as always, the Torquay fans are tremendous, and they support the club and they support things like that very, very well. So I'm sure they will this time as well.
Weigh you down the weight of expectation and money on you.
I don't need any more weight weighing me down. No.
Well, go well.
Thank you.